So there's only one trading book that I'm going to read in 2026, which is Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. Why? I actually think there's no other book which is required other than this one to reach that super performance level. And I'll tell you my reasons why I'm reading just this one book. See, the thing is, I've been a profitable trader for many years, but my profits have been okay. They're not these life-changing profits, that will change my life trajectory. What I really want to do this year is basically achieve that super performance level, something which I've been inspired from the videos that I've been doing on my channel about these US investing champions doing these 3-digit returns. I really want to do that. Also, when I started reading this book, there was this one line which hit me hard. It went something on the lines of that if you want to master one style, then you must give other styles up. And that is exactly what I want to do in 2026. See, a little bit about my trading histories. I have tried many books and I have tried many different styles. I have done everything from intraday trading to options trading, where I'm buying options, selling options, hedging options, creating those spreads to benefit from the time expiry. I've done it all. And over all these years, my profits have been ups and downs, and it has been stressful. And the thing is, even after so many years, the profits, they're not some life-changing number for me. So what have I done? Have I wasted so much time? Is it how it's always going to be? And that is where things started to change when I actually came across this one strategy and I started researching on these US investing champions. Like you can see, I've put videos on my channels as well, covering them up and the strategies which they use. And I came to know that this is actually being used by all these super performers. And I did try this whole thing last year and the results were actually good. They were actually really good, where I was not stressed about trading. The profits were growing systematically. And the main thing is that the system was working. It had a positive expectancy. But of course, I did one little mistake. I got a little complacent and a little lazy in the bull market, and I forgot to set up my trailing stop losses. So when the market suddenly fell, I was in a hope story that it might recover from there, and it just started falling. And yeah, all my profits got wiped out. Very stupid thing, very stupid thing, but you know how it is. But this was like a very good lesson for me in stop losses. So coming back to the topic, I'm reading this book because the system in this book actually works. And even last week, I was sort of contemplating that maybe I'll read one more book with it, or maybe I'll read 2 more books with it, and that's it. But my conviction in just reading this one simple book was actually cemented by a little email which I got from one of my subscribers on my channel. His name is Anshul, and he's an 18-year-old guy, and he sent me his research work after seeing my video on strategies of US investing champions, and he sort of has like the same view that this actually works. His backtested reports also showed a really good amount of returns. But in this story, I was blown away not by the returns or by the mail he had sent me, but by this whole thing that this guy who's 18 years old has found actually the right area of education. Because with my example, I have wasted 10 years trying different things, experimenting with different things, while this guy has actually hit the right spot, where if he does learn this and if he perfects this, I think in the time span of 10 years, this guy is just gonna make a shit ton of money. And with that little example, I was again inspired to just focus on one book, to actually go really deep into this topic and into the strategies of Mark Minervini. Another reason why I want to focus on one book versus reading 10 different books, because I also want to break my personal habit of chasing those shiny object syndromes. Again, in one of the videos I saw, if you actually have a magnifying glass and a paper, and you want to put a hole through that paper, then you must keep both the paper and the lens still. Move either of them and nothing really happens. Then also, it's depth versus overload. I don't want to be a generalist in something. I do want to be a specialist so I can grow in that and grow my account too by leaps and bounds. And of course, repetition builds mastery. The Bruce Lee example, everyone knows that, where he says that he's not scared of the guy who knows 1,000 different kicks, but he's scared of the guy who has practiced that one kick 1,000 times. I know you guys are cringing right now, but bear with me. So what this book actually does, it fixes a lot of my weaknesses which I currently have. See, charting has always been my strength. I've always been fascinated with charts. I have a good hit rate, I have a good win rate, but my weakness actually lies in allocation position and position sizing. I still take chicken shit trades for chicken shit profits. This book actually addresses those gaps. The stock selection, timing, management, risk, everything, the whole framework is covered in one place. And of course, what better way to learn but from the man himself, who has been a US investing champion, who is decorated over the world for his mammoth amount of returns. I think it's plus 33,000% return, which he's done in a span of a couple of years, and must have done a lot more in his lifetime. So these are the reasons why I want to just focus on this one book and just ignore all, cut all the noise, and not get confused by all the scattered knowledge. And whatever I learn from this little book and however deep I go, because I know in this book there will be many different angles which I will have to go deeper into, so I can then integrate that into my system. I'll be sharing all the notes with you on this channel. See, win or lose, in this situation we have a positive outcome on any side of the flip of a coin, because in a situation of a win we learn how it works, and in a losing situation we also learn, and we learn better. So call me deluded, but I think the secrets to super performance are actually in this one book. I really do. So tell me, what books are you guys reading in 2026? And if you had to just pick one trading book in 2026, then which book that would be? Drop your comments. Also, just say hi if you want to. I actually love interacting with you guys a lot. So yeah, do say hi.